Subtropical warmth is on the way, so too is subtropical rain. Hi, I'm Philip Duncan. We've got an interesting forecast as early spring gets underway. Pollen is causing a problem with allergies. You should check out the latest poll at weatherwatch.co.nz. A lot of people are saying they've got the allergies at the moment, the blocked nose, red eyes, all that stuff, as pine pollen gets underway, and soon you'll start to find other things as well as our days get longer and longer. So let's see what is happening weather-wise right now. High pressure to our north is still encouraging those warmer winds across New Zealand. So you might have noticed a bit of a bounce in your step this morning. Spring in your step would have been a better term. As we've got this warmer weather for the North Island, the South Island's got westerlies, so it's not too bad there as well. Some places in the east certainly had a mild start to the day. So this is how it looks as we get in towards Friday. High pressure to our north and out to our west, but we've got a bit of a southwest change moving across New Zealand. So there will be a few showers, mostly isolated and mostly coastal. There'll be a couple that move up around Auckland, and that southwest wind, just a little bit breezy. It shouldn't be too strong. But the high out in the Tasman, that one there, it is bulldozing in very quickly. So here is lunchtime Saturday. What a difference. Still got a little bit of a southwest breeze, and there might be a lingering shower just north of Mahia Peninsula. Otherwise, it looks as though the whole country should be dry. Again, the only other place that might see a shower would be Fiordland. Now, the temperatures will also start to lift up this weekend. It's a little hard to see why, but if you sort of track the origins of that isobar right there, you'll notice that the airflow coming into New Zealand is gradually getting warmer. So by Sunday, the high centered just out to our east is now encouraging a subtropical breeze that is moving down around New Zealand. The winds will be mostly light, especially in the North Island. Risk of a shower, maybe a little light one trapped underneath that high. Sometimes you can get some low-level cloud and a little drizzle patch or something. It won't equate to much. The other thing is, with that high moving through and the light winds at night, Saturday night, Sunday morning will be a bit cold, but Sunday afternoon does actually look warmer than average around most of New Zealand. And now we get into next week and you start to understand why. Here is Monday. So that high is out to our east, anticyclonic winds or anti-clockwise winds. So the wind flow, airflow coming down over New Zealand is coming from up near Fiji and places like New Caledonia right there on the screen. So this is warm air coming down on Monday over New Zealand, and with the high out to the east, it keeps most places dry, but there might be some late wet weather. Now, you might have noticed that low seems to be falling apart. The computer models are still very unsure about how next week will shape up. This is the GFS forecast for Monday night. It is showing subtropical conditions coming down over the northern part of New Zealand, but the low being dragged out to the Tasman. Now, yesterday, if you were looking, the models show the low right over the top of us, and the day before that, the models were showing the low out to the east. So it is anywhere in this zone. That's quite normal with a subtropical system. I often say the top of New Zealand is a bit like the top of a roof, and a low coming down is like trying to balance an egg on it. It usually goes off one side or the other. Every now and then it does come straight on in. That usually needs a big blocking high on either side to do that. So we're watching this one closely. Our final map for next Tuesday does seem to suggest the Tasman seems like the most likely place that subtropical system will end up, and obviously by then it's not subtropical anymore, although this side still is. So that one is one to keep an eye on. It is not yet locked in for next week. We'll hope we can bring you a little more clarity in our next update, which will be on Friday.